These chickens are about to experience freedom for the first time ever.
The initial reaction would be shock.
Step on the ground for the first time.
Sir, are you looking to get your animals back?
He wouldn't answer our questions, but neighbors confirmed that this is Charles Gore. When Fox 40 showed up with cameras rolling at his Auburn Road property, Gore was not happy to see us.
Get out of here.
It doesn't matter how much you fill them. They keep coming back. Potholes, that is.
Always around.
Kind of like a cross between like a cat and a monkey.
What? A monkey-faced cat? No, come on. That thing doesn't exist.
Sad. Just sad. You know, yeah, I'm sure this was his. How does this happen to a sweet, innocent child? I can't even imagine.
Car tires look more like pancakes near Adobe Way in Woodland. 17 cars were vandalized over the weekend.
I guess it will come out of my pocket on top of everything else.
Carlos Gomez found all 4 of his tires slashed. How low can you go?
It's below low.
If somebody thinks their bike might be here, what should they do?
They should make just a stolen bike report, even if it happened in October, September, November, that's fine.
I just bought this car about 2 days ago, and I was just driving around the block to test the shocks.
So was the pot in the car when you got it?
Huh?
He was in shock and that this little kitten had been traumatized.
That was 1 month ago. But things are looking up. The wounds on his ears are healing. If you could leave the planet, would you?
To leave everybody that I love behind.
The catch is, you can never come back.
It's a one-way trip.
Ramirez's final resting place is at the Sacramento Valley National Cemetery.
There was a truck coming through the front window.
We all knew smoking was dangerous, just not this dangerous. Don't forget hard-to-reach places like ceiling fans.
His name is I Love It When You Call Me Big Hoppa.
A good competitor needs a good name.
My famous frog tastes like chicken.
Bodacious the bullfrog.
Betty Lara loved golfing with her husband Larry.
We just enjoy ourselves when we were playing.
They played together every week.
I know that I'm going to see him again, and not just in my dreams.
Now, Betty practices alone in the backyard. Larry died from leukemia 4 years ago.
Good morning, my love. To somebody else, that might sound a little crazy.
They were high school sweethearts, married for 49 years.
I just had an awful day.
On Easter Sunday,
yeah, it's terrible.
Which happened to be Larry's birthday, she visited his grave.
I get a little bit of peace because I can talk to a piece of ground. I just talk to a piece of ground and tell him I love him and I miss him.
As she was leaving,
I noticed my window was like in almost little shreds and stuff.
Her car window was smashed, her purse taken.
Absolutely devastated. I felt so violated.
But there was only one thing she cared about.
When I was a young girl, 13, my brother gave that to me as a confirmation present.
Her Sacred Heart of Jesus medal, seen in this picture. It had great sentimental value.
If I could only get that back, I don't care about everything else.
A sacred item stolen from a sacred place. Betty gave that medal to her husband before he left for Vietnam.
I told him, this will keep you safe and it'll bring you home to me. And it did. It kept him safe and it brought him home to me.
Betty hopes whoever stole the medal has a change of heart and does the right thing.
I wish to God they would just turn it over to the police or put it in an envelope and give it to the police department in Citrus Heights. Anything.
Unusual call for help in Orangevale when fire crews had to get a horse named Phantom unstuck from an outdoor bathtub. They arrived on Bunting Court to find that horse lodged inside the tub. Photojournalist Darren McQuaid has that story and how it all ended.
This place never surprises me. It produces all kinds of stories.
Now Charles Campbell has one more story to tell. It all started with a frantic phone call from his wife.
She says Phantom's fallen into the tub. Well, that sort of shocked me.
And he wasn't the only one who was shocked.
The 911 operator got a little confused because she says, she called her back and she said, your husband can't get out of the bathtub? And she says, no, it's my horse.
We all know you can lead a horse to water, but forget about making him drink. The real problem is getting him out of the tub.
Got a horse in a bathtub.
You ever seen a horse in a tub before?
No, they said that they hadn't either.
You never know what you'll be responding to as a firefighter, but this was a first for Metro Fire.
Some lumber in their trucks, and they brought it out, and then they pried this out and basically just tipped the tub.
Phantom was able to escape unharmed, but it was a scary 25 minutes for the horse and his owners.
These are the kids. I mean, once your kids go away, your animals become your kids.
The tale of the tub actually started as a love story.
See what her tail's going up? She's in heat. She shouldn't be. She's an old lady.
Initially, Phantom lost balance and fell into the tub while checking out a potential mate.
Frisky, yeah, it's getting too close to Valentine's Day. I guess I'll have to get one of those old folks tubs that has the door on it.
So it's a case of rubbernecking gone awry. Phantom is said to be doing just fine.
Happy ending there.
All right.
This is a beautiful remembrance of a sad day.
He was a go-getter, and you know, I miss him because he made working fun.
He needs to be honored.
Officer Kevin Ton died on January 15th, 2013, and is the first Galt police officer to be killed in the line of duty.
It was especially important to start a tradition, don't like that word, but to start something so that we can remember.
It's more beautiful than anything we really imagined. Of course, we hope nobody else gets added to that.
For the land of the free.
I was on the perimeter when he was shot that day. I said, we need to do something for this officers.
K-9 Yarrow was Officer Kevin Ton's partner.
Thank them for being here. Their motto is...
He was visibly upset during the service.
Yarrow, I think, still misses Kevin. I every time I see him, I think he has a sad look in his eyes.
When we had the original funeral, the same thing happened, and the dogs, Jake, seems to be a sixth sense of something going on.
Hundreds of officers and residents came out to say goodbye and honor our heroes.
I love you. We dearly miss him, and we'll always love him. He'll never be forgotten.
He put himself out to the community.
We miss him.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, at least at the state capitol it is. The arrival of the Capitol Christmas tree turning some heads and generating some holiday cheer this afternoon. Photojournalist Dara McQuaid captured the excitement this afternoon.
Christmas has come to Sacramento.
California's Christmas tree rolled into town today.
This is like a special time for me once a year to look forward to coming down here.
It weighs about 5,000 pounds. It's about 60 feet tall.
It was a 100-foot tree, and we took the top 65 feet.
Well, we started almost a year ago by picking the tree, and we flagged it.
You picked the tree a year ago?
We picked the tree almost a year ago, so we knew where to find it.
The tree came by truck from the Latour State Forest near Redding.
You see a lot of looks of surprise, and the look of, whoa, is it already Christmas?
This is his first tree down here in the Capitol.
We got lucky one more time.
Thomas Anderson has been in charge of the crane that has set up the Capitol Christmas tree for the last 29 years.
Say yeah.
He's also little Blaze Edmonds' grandfather.
Blaze is a big fan of the cranes. Big is a big fan of the crane. He's even got a toy crane, so I think it's in his blood.
He gets to play with this crane toy, and he sees this one, and so he can really apply it to what he's doing with his little toy. It's a beautiful day. We get a little crowd to watch.
The tree will stay on display at the Capitol for the next 8 weeks.
It's the perfect Christmas tree.
You sound like a Christmas tree expert.
I am. I'm a forester.
He kind of sounds like the Christmas tree expert, doesn't he?
Yeah.